everybody. Once again, you are highly welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Temporal Data and Digital App. In today's video, we'll be building this Superstore sales dashboard. And I'll be teaching you how to design a dashboard like this, and I'll be teaching you as many things that you need to learn as a beginner and also as an advanced user. If also you're a professional, there are one or two things you can pick from this Superstore sales dashboard. As many of you that would like to ride with me, let's take the ride together. And I'm going to provide the data set to follow along to practice as well in the video. And please, if you find this video interesting, if you find it meaningful, if you find it useful, kindly subscribe, kindly share, kindly comment. Your comment is needed. Please give a suggestion, please comment, please subscribe, and please share. So let's start with our ride. I've already opened my own Power BI. You can just go ahead, have your Power BI opened, and once you opened it, I've already explain everything here before you can check my others video. So I'm going to click on blank reports. From the blank report, I'm going to import my data from Excel because I have my data in Excel format. Then I go to my download folder. That is where I have my data, and I have it as a customer data. And I'm going to click open, and I'm going to load. Then I will be waiting for Power BI to connect my data to the Power BI. So let's wait and see. Then from there, we load our data already. Our data is connected already. So I'm going to click on the table. That is what we'll be using. And also I'm going to scroll to the right to see if the column and the row, everything is completed, so which is completed. So if everything is complete and is actually completed. So the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to transform my data. I'm not just going to load immediately. I've said it before, even though you believe or it seems your data is cleaned, I always advise you to transform your data first before loading it to data model. So I'm going to transform my data. I'm going to click on transform. Then it's going to take us to the Power Query editor. So from the Power Query editor, that is where we are going to be do some adjustment to our data. We are going to clean our data. As you can see, we have our data here already. These are the steps applied, and this is our table. The first thing I'll always advise you do is go to view. From the view, go to column quality. The column quality will give you an idea of your data. It will give you an idea of the row, an idea of the column if you have 100% valid data, if your data are well cleaned, if your data are well preserved. So as you can see, we only have 6% valid data, and we have every other one's unwanted data. So we are going to remove this. So that is first thing that we are going to do. So we'll scroll up back. You can just pick any of these. I'm going to pick the career field. I'm going to click here, and I'm going to uncheck the no. Then after that, I'm going to click OK. So I'm going to wait a bit for me to see if already I have 100% clean data. So let's wait a bit and let's see. As you can see, we have 100% valid data. Our data is 100% valid. So we can just scroll to the right and let's see if everything is completed. everything is completed and we have everything in the right format. Type of service is a test, and age is also a whole number. Buying is a test. Career field is a test. Age bracket is not a test, but we can leave it like that because age bracket should be a number. So we can just leave it this way. Then our gender is a test. We can leave it like that. So active customer is a test. So we assume everything is 100% valid according to our Power BI. So what we are going to do next is we are going to uncheck the column quality. We've seen how quality our columns are. Then the next thing we return back to the home tab. Then we click closed and apply. Then it brings us back to our data model, where we are going to begin to visualize our data, and also we begin to analyze our data. And before then, I would just like to show you some things here. Here is what is called, probably is loading. Let's just wait so that I will show you this one after the other. I think in the other probably 1 minute or thereabout, the data should fully load. So let's wait, we are almost there. We can see our data is fully loaded. So here is our report view, and this is where our chart is going to be. As I've said, we want to visualize, we want to design the same dashboard because this is a sales superstore dashboard. So we want to design the same thing. This is a project that we are going to start afresh. So, and we want the same thing as what we are going to do. So we have this as our table model, table view. If I click on this, it takes us to where we have our table data, and this is our table data, and we have here, which is our model view. Our model view is where we can connect our data together. If you have 3, 4, 5 tables, that is more than one, we call it a relationship. So we only have one data here, so there's nothing to connect together here. So we go back to our report view. Then the next thing we are going to do is we are going to save first, and we are going to name our dashboard. So I'm going to name it as Superstore. Then you can just name yours anything you feel like. So I'm going to make it Superstore. 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 Dashboard. So I'm going to save. And the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to name this place instead of page 1. I'm going to make it reports. So that is all we have. So we already have that, and we are good to go about that. So the first thing I'm going to do is I need a 6 by item. So I want to see each item because we have, this is our items. So where's the item? So this is the item. So we want to see the 6 by item. So for the 6 by item, we are going to use stack bar chart. So because we want to see 2 different elements, so we are having our stack bar chart here, and we are going to click on our total sales, and we are going to click on the item. So that is the first thing we are going to do. This is what we want to achieve. We want to build the same thing like this. So keep it in mind. So we are starting from the sales by item, which is what we have. Then from this we move to this, then we move to this. So let's go back to this. So we have our sales by item, and we have just our 5 items. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we are going to format. Just come to the option, the 3 dot here. Just click the 3 dots, go to format, and from the format we just have to change the title to just remove total, anything from the total backward, remove it and make it 6 by item. This just move down, you can see horizontal alignment, just put it centered. We want to center it. Then we move a little bit downward, we go to x-axis and y-axis. This is our y-axis and this is our x-axis. So we go to our y-axis. In the y-axis we don't need the title. This is the title. The item is the title for the y-axis and we don't need the title, so we remove it. And this is the value for the y-axis, so we need the value, so we are going to leave the value. In case you are asking where is the value, then where is the title. And for the x-axis, for the y-axis, for the x-axis we don't need the title and we don't need the value as well, because we are going to put a data label inside. So we are going to remove both for the x-axis. So we have it already. Then let's move down. We don't need the grid. Let's open the grid. Okay, let me see. Is the grid on? Already we don't have the grid on. So we go to our data label and we are going to put our data label. So for the data label, if you did yours and just go to the position, we have this as automatic. You can as well put it at outside hand. So it works the same way. Now we are done with that. We go to the value. Do we have anything to do with the value? No. We have the value, okay, nothing to do. Then we move back to the background and let's go to size and style. So we want to style. We don't need the background because we are going to apply a general background here. So that is why, and we want the background of this chart to align with the background of the dashboard. So that is why we are removing the background, because some might ask me, why do you always remove the background? Because we want it to align with the background of the dashboard. So we remove the background and we are going to put just a visual border, and we don't need a shadow. Let's see if what we have is exactly that is what we need. So the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to copy and I'm going to paste. So copy and paste, I'm having this, so I can just move this a little bit downward. Then I'm going to have this downward like this. Then the next thing is we need our sales by category. So we want to see which of the category products gave us the highest sales. So we are going to remove our item and we are going to click on our category. Just click. You can as well move the category to the to the y axis this way, because our x-axis is the value. So we are picking, am I picking field? I'm picking field. So let's remove, let's go to category. Just bring it to your y axis. But in my own case, I normally like to click. Once I click on it, already it's. So I'm moving this down and I'm moving this to this side. So because this is what we are working on. So The only thing we have to change here is just the title. Everything is fine. So that is why once you 6 by category, once you format the first one, you can just as well copy and use it. Category. So we have our category already, so we can just put it. And I did some things. When you come back to this visual, this dashboard, I did something like this, so which I'm going to replicate again. So, and I'm going to teach you how I did it. So let's come back here and let's move a bit downward. We are going to our bar. This is the bar. And we are going to, when you see the bar, you see category, apply settings to category. It shows all. That means we are having the same color here, but we don't want to have the same color, we want to have different colors. So the first one I'm going to choose apply settings to category 3. Then I'm going to change the color. I'm starting the color from this side. I'm picking this first. I'm picking this. You can see. Then I'll come back here. I have category 1. Then I change the color to, I'm having this. You can see. Then I go to category 3, 2, and I'm changing the color to be, I picked this. I'm taking it to this. Then I'm going to category. Which category are we now? I'm going to the next category, category 4. I'm going to category 4 and I'm going to make category 4, I think, yeah, and I'm going to make the something this. So I can just leave every other ones like that. Everything is perfectly good. We can expand if we want. We can adjust, but we want it to be the same size of this, so we are going to just leave it this way. So we are done with that already. Please always save your work. And please, if you find this video meaningful, if you find this video interesting, please subscribe, please comment, and please share. So the next thing is we need our sales and profits by country. Our sales and profit by country. So we are going to pick this map. This is what we will be using. So we bring this down. Then we are going to pick our sales. Where is our sales? This is our total sales. We click on the total sales. Then we go to our country. Where is the country? We have our country. And we click on the country. So you can see these are the country that generate the sales for us. So this is, you can see, sum of total country Canada. This is the sum of total that we're having. And the sum of total sales that we're having. Then when you come to this side, we are having country United States, Europe. We are having our sales from Germany. We are having our sales from France. We are having our sales from Spain. So, and Asia, we are having our sales from China. So this is what it's showing, the country that we have the sales from. So the next thing we are going to do is we are going to pick the profit. And we are going to put the profit on the, let me see, should we put it on the, first of all, let's see, let's put it on the legend first. Let's see the hardcore. So we can see, so we are not going to use the legend. So we are picking the sales in the two piece. So we are putting in our 2 tips. So let's put our profit and let's bring our profit down to the 2 piece. So let's see, when you hover it, you can see country, sum of sales, then profits. You can see, so that is what we want. Exactly, we don't need the border as usual. And what we need is sales. and profits by country, sales and the profits by country. And we need sales and profits by country, sales and profit by country. So we just move down a bit, then we are going to go to horizontal alignment, then we are going to center it. Then I think everything is perfectly okay. We can click out to see if we, so the next thing is we have to put a visual border, because we need a visual border, and that is well good. So we are done with that already. So we can just let's redo and see, let's bring everything. So we can just move this a bit down. So the next thing is we are going to, now we need our monthly sales by year over here. So I think I'm going to move this a bit here. Probably I should start arranging it. Probably I should just start arranging it. Let this be this, and let's move this here. Wow, let's move this over here, and let's move this as well over here. So we are having this here. Don't worry, we are going to arrange them better. So we just want it to be in this format first. So we're having this, we're having this as well, so that is okay. So we need our monthly sales by year over here. So we are going to use our stack area chart. So this is what we are going to use. So we pick this, and because this will give us the flow, you can see it will give us the flow of our sales. So we are picking our total sales. Let's come to the total sales here. We are having our total sales, and we are having our order dates. Just click on the order dates, and let's see. So you can see we have the order dates. So, and don't forget that we want to replicate the same thing like this. So put it in mind, that is what we are about to do. So we have this like this. Then the next thing is we come to our legend, then we pick order dates. First of all, we don't want the year, remove the year. We don't want the quarter, remove the quarter as well. So we only have the day and the month, and the only thing we even need left is the month. So we need the month. So we have the month here. So just pick the order date and pick it to our legend, and we are going to right click, go to date hierarchy, turn it to date hierarchy, and we are having our year. Exactly, that is what we need. So we have 2018, 2019, and 2020. So when you over it, you can see July 2018, 2019, and 2020. So that is year over year. So we go to our format. We don't need a background. We just need the border shadow. That's all. Then we go to, let's go to our x-axis, and first of all, let's go to, okay, that is good. Yeah, we only need total monthly sales by year over year. So we are going to remove this. We are going to make it monthly sales. Monthly sales by year over year. Year over year means Y year over year. So let's go back to our title. We are going to center our title. You can just drop down and let's make it center. That is good. We'll go to the grid. We don't want the grid line, and we don't want there's so many things to change. We are removing this, we are removing this. So let's go to the legend. We don't need it. Remove it. Okay, we are going to put it. Let's put the legend back, but we don't need the title. Let's remove. This is the y-axis. Remove the title and the x-axis as well. Let's go to the x-axis. The x-axis, let's remove. Where is the x-axis? So when you find this is y-axis, the x-axis, we scroll up. This is the x-axis. We're removing the title, which is the month. Then we want to remove just the year away. So let's move back to our value. Our value is okay. Let's go to our legend. We don't need the title of the legend, so we don't need the title. So that is exactly what we want. Then we go to the grid. Go to the grid and switch it off. We don't want the grid. So everything is perfectly okay. So the next thing we are going to do, we are going to copy. We are going to paste because we want to see for profit. So we want to see it for profit. Already we see it by year. By sales. So we need the profit. So we want to see the profit. So we want to see the profit. So we are removing the sales and we are having our profit over there. So let's see. You can see that is our profit. So we are going to change it monthly profits by year over year. So let's go to our, this is monthly sales, monthly profit. Just remove the sales and put the profit. Monthly profit by year over year. So that is our profit. You can see what we, everything we sold and what we got from it. So let's save our data and let's save our dashboard. The next thing we are going to, I think you can just shift this a bit here. Let's move it a bit to this side. And let's come to this side and let's shift this a bit to this side as well. We can just have it like that. We will rearrange it. So the next thing we need our sales by products. And the sales by product, we are going to use our donut charts. So we pick our donut charts. Make sure you've clicked out of this various charts. Otherwise, you are going to replace it with the new one. So we have our donut chart and we are going to click on our sales. So we have our sales already and we are going to pick our products. So let's go to our products and we have our products. So we have so many products, but we are not interested in so many products. We are all interested in the just top 5 or 6 products. So one thing we are going to do, already we have 5 or 6 products. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, that is good. That is all our product. We don't need the legend. We remove it, but we need the visual border. We are going to put it. So we come to our title. We are going to remove everything except we only need 6 by products. And we are going to just scroll down, centered hit. We have it centered. We don't need the legend. We are going to remove everything about the legend. Then we go to our data value. You can see label content. Label content, we are going to choose category percentage of value. We are going to choose category percentage of value. Let me see. Yeah, exactly, that is what we want. Category percentage of value. So we can just reduce it a bit. Let's see if everything still work. I want the whole number to show. So then we copy this and we paste. We copy and paste this, and we are going to make it 6 by payment. I want to see the payment method that people use to purchase our products. So you can see, so we have 6 by payment. Let's just go to our title and just change it to payments. So everything is perfectly okay. So we are going to start arranging it before we complete the rest. The reason why I normally come to file to save is because clicking here, I might mistakenly forgot that I click here and click somewhere here. So that is why I normally go there, and using Ctrl S sometimes because I'm having the mouse in my hand, so I easily click those places. So first of all, we move this here. We can just begin to arrange it before I'm moving this down a bit. Let's move this down a bit. Yeah, this should be good here, and we are having this here as well. Let me see. I want to be the same. Okay, we are moving this up. Let's move this up a bit. Let's move this down and still arrange this up a bit. So let's see if everything is perfectly okay, or probably we should just reduce this a bit. Let's reduce this a bit, and let's move this up a bit, and this should come down a bit as well. And we are going to reduce this a bit on this side here, and we want this to be somewhere around here. So this, we are going to also reduce it a bit, and we move it forward up a bit. Let's see, do we still have everything complete there? Yeah. I want everything to show concerning the percentage. I think we have this a bit higher than this, and we can just try to arrange this more a bit. So that is good. Yeah, I think so. We move this down to this side, and we want the same size with this also, and we move this down. So we can just arrange this like this. Let me see, and we adjust it a bit like this. So that is perfectly okay. Then we come to this side, we pick this. So we are going to adjust this a bit. We are going to adjust this a bit, and we are going to move this up. I think this is good. Then we have our 6 by item, and we are going to adjust it this way, and we are going to bring it down a bit. Perfectly okay. Let's just move it down a bit. Okay, I think we have everything right then everything is set. Then please let's save. And please, if you find this video interesting, if you find this video useful in any way, please subscribe, please share, and please comment. So the next thing we need is our KPIs, and I'm not going to create any measures for this. We are going to use it directly. So the next thing we do is we pick our card. Make sure you click out of this place first. We click our card, and we are going to just adjust the card a bit. We adjust the card a bit to our taste. So we have it this way already. Then we are going to our total sales. We have our total sales. We go to format. We don't need form background, but we need our shadow. So we are going to put the visual border. Sorry, not shadow, the visual border. And we move down to our colored value. We are going to reduce it to 20. I think that should be okay. We are going to reduce it to 20. And we are not going to use sum of total sales. We only want it to be sales. So that means we are going to change. Let's go to the category label. We don't want the category label. So let's switch it off and see. So, and we are going to include our text ourselves. So let's go to the title. Let's switch it on and let's put sales. We are using sales, and let's come to center. We want to center it, then we want to still adjust it a bit. Let me see. So this is what we actually wanted. So I'm going to copy. I'm going to paste. I'm going to paste 4 times. Other 2 times because we need 4. I'm going to copy, paste, paste. So I may have it for now, if I'm not mistaken. Let me have this here, and let me have this here. So, and let me have this here. So we come back here, and we have, instead of our sales, we remove the sales. Already we have the sales. We go to our costs, and we are going to make it remove from the sales, and let's have our cost. So we are not going to have it as sales, so let's go to, we have it as cost. So that is good for that. Then we go to the second one, and the second one is going to be our profit. So we remove from the sales, so we are having our profit. Then come back to our title, and we're having it as our profit. Then the last but not the least, for the KPIs, we are having our quantity. So come to where I'll pick on the quantity. So and change it to quantity. So we have our quantity, everything is perfect. Let's save. So the next thing is we need 2 things more or 3 things more to run up. So we need our slicer. We are going to apply a slicer, and we are going to make the slicer here. Let's reduce it a bit. We have the slicer here, we move it a bit to the side, And the slicer, we are going to use the region for the slicer because we want to see the region that the sys comes from. So we are going to use the region, then go to format. We don't want the background, we only need the visual border, and we come to our slicer settings, and we are going to make it, this is a vertical list, we are going to make it, let me see, let's make it title, and let's see exactly what we wanted. So that is exactly what we wanted. The next thing is we don't need the value slicer head, we still need it. So let me just draw this a bit here. Let's remove the slicer head. So we have everything perfectly okay. Then the next thing we are going to do is we are going to put our title so that anybody that sees the dashboard will know what the dashboard is all about. Then we are going to pick our text box, pick the text box, and we are going to, let's pick it here, and we are going to name it as Superstore. Superstore. Which is Superstore says dashboard. Says Superstore says dashboard. So we are going to, let me just pick this and let me just bold it a bit, and we go back to, let's go to format. Okay, it's already opened, so we remove, we don't need the background, let's put the shadow. So the title, everything is perfectly okay. Let me click out and let me see if everything is correct the way I want it. So I'm going to come back here. I'm going to I'm not going to put bold. I'm going to increase this to, let me see, 16, and let me click out and see if I have everything perfectly. Let me expand it a bit, and let's see. So we are done. So the next thing is we want to apply our background, and let's do that. So that means we don't need this, we can collapse, we don't need this, we can collapse it as well, we don't need this, we can also collapse. So we only need the canvas background. So for the canvas background, we are going to, let me see, which something do we use. So this is what we use, and let's go back to our canvas background. I think I used something we can always change from what I use. So let's try this, and let me bring it a bit. So, and let's see if it aligns with what we have here. No, it doesn't align with what we have there. So we are changing this. We are changing it to something of this nature. Let me see. I think I use this. No. So probably I should just check this. Let me see what I use in the background. Let me kill this out. Let me see the format. Let me see the background, and let me see what I used. What did I use? Let me see. I use this. Let me see how to get this thing. think recently used. I use hash E6. Let me see, can I copy this? I use hash E6, E6, E6. So we can just go back to this and let's go to color. Let's go to hash E6, 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 and let me click enter. So that is what I use, E6, E6, E6. So I can click out and I can reduce it a bit. I can also reduce it a bit. It depends on what you want. So I can also remove everything. So I think this is perfectly okay, except for our this. So when you hover it, you will see that it gives us this something. So we are going to save this as well. Let's save. And we want to try, let's collapse this. We don't need this. So then what comes from the central? Let's see, from the central, what do we have? From the central, what is our profit? You can see our profits. Look at our profit, October. In 2019, October, we have a loss. You can see we have -7. So when you move down here, you can see 2019 as well. 2020, we don't have any profit. July, so you can see. You can see, we can see. And let's look at the sales. You can see these are the sales for each month, year over year. So we can easily compare year over year what we have, what says. This is why it's good to use the chart. What the name of the chart again? We use our stacked area chart, so it helps you to compare. So we can just go back to east and let's see what comes from the east. And from the east, you can see the country, China. China, we have another country which is Hong Kong. Then we have Japan. So we have India. So let's see the west. The west, we have Canada and we have the US. It may be that when we stroll, we might see some other countries there. I'm not sure. So that is off. So once again, thank you for taking this wonderful ride with me. My name is Rockport, Data and Digital Lab. Please, if you find this video interesting, if you find this video useful in any way, please subscribe, please comment, and please share. Thank you. See you again.